And we are live.
Okay.
Looks like 16 people today, and that's with Emiliana and Aaron missing.
Oh, that's kind of big.
Yeah, that's more people than usual. So I guess we can go do the usual circle around our team and provide an update with what we've been doing. Then do a Q&A session as usual, and then talk about GSOC a little bit. I don't have much on my end. I've been working on cascading bridges. That is splitting a conference between more than one bridge. But there's not much progress there. So in the coming weeks, I'll still be working on this. I think that's all for me. Who's next? Pavel, you want to go?
So currently I'm working on adding greceive gateway support to gcofo, which will basically allow to make SIP client join the conference with video. And yeah, I don't think I have much details on that right now.
Christo?
So I was mainly working on the remote control improvements. So last week we merged in master the abstract transport here, which basically allow us to have different different implementations for communications with external applications. So probably this week I'm gonna work only on the remote control. So currently we are not handling the following use case. If you have multiple monitors there, we basically don't handle it, and we are executing the mouse events, for example, only for the primary monitor. So we can end up in the weird situation when the user is sharing like the secondary screen, and at the same time the mouse is not moved in this area but on the primary screen. So I think that's all from me.
George?
Yeah, so in the past couple of weeks we have been there was a new Chrome release where it was there have been reported multiple crashes with this Chrome release. One type of crash was because of the changing jumping picture IDs as a result of simulcast. So we have implemented and rolled out picture ID rewriting, and this seems to mitigate the issue. This doesn't solve all the crashes because there are crashes related to stats as well. So if people experience crashes, this might be the cause of it. But at least it's much less frequent. So one thing, I've also been working on fixing some Firefox related issues. I haven't done much progress there, but so there are multiple issues with Firefox. First, it doesn't react to our probing, bandwidth probing. So the plan is
I lost George.
yeah, so I crashed. Today I'm going to disable bandwidth probing for Firefox, and then
Can anyone hear George?
I can hear George.
Can you hear me?
Me too.
No.
Yeah.
Now, yes, you came back. Sorry, go
Okay,
ahead.
so Yeah, some issues with Firefox. Bandwidth probing is not taken into account, so I'm going to disable that for Firefox until we figure out what's wrong. Sometimes participants don't hear Firefox participants, so I haven't been able to reproduce it. I'm going to work on that this week. And then there was also a bug with our simulcast implementation not being activated in the browser. That was fixed last week. It was when a participant joins muted, simulcast was not being activated, but that's fixed now. And we have filed a bug in against Chrome. Yeah, that's mostly it. Firefox and Chrome issues.
Okay. Yubo, are you there? Do you want to talk about your work?
Yeah, I crash a lot, so I don't know how much time I have. So I've been working on bringing the JSON Web Token support to mobile and general stabilization of that. So we can talk about his work on building WebRTC to fix this crash that George was talking about, which we experience on mobile as well. And we're gonna continue with the mobile framework so that Jitsi can be consumed inside an app and with other stabilizations just in general and find touches to the UI in the next weeks.
So,
Yeah. Oh, hi. So, as Libo said, I was working. Actually, today I uploaded a new build of the React Native WebRTC package with M58, with the last patch that fixes the crashes with the PLI stuff. The bug report is still under embargo, but the patch is around. And there's still uncertainty about the get stats stuff, but since we don't use that to mobile yet, I guess we're not affected by it. Then my main focus has been SDK, so transitioning Jitsi from a React Native application to a React Native based framework, which is then consumed by the application. I'm working on that actively. And I've been also speaking at OpenSIP Summit in Amsterdam, and I'm now in Berlin to speak at Kamailer World. So I'm also doing that. And yeah, that's all from my side.
I think Lenny is not here, and I think Damien is the last one.
Oh, I am here.
Oh, you are.
I am here.
Welcome.
Sorry.
Go ahead then.
Yeah, so the past couple of weeks, I've been working on a new invite modal, which should include a drop-down for dial-in numbers. And then the other thing I was working on was finishing off audio-only mode for web, which Saul started, and then I was handed to finish off. So those are the two things I mainly focused on.
I think audio only might be useful for this call because it's growing. Damien, are you there?
Yes. Hi. So I've been working on Gigassi, and it's load balancing in Gkofu and bringing some modification to Gigassi and supporting multiple domains. That's it.
I think that's all from our team. Did I miss someone? Okay. Q&A then. Any questions? No questions.
Feel free to go right ahead.
Oh, there's something in the chat.
Yeah.
You mentioned something about Google Summer of Code. Perhaps it's nice of you to introduce who got accepted and
Oh yeah,
what
yeah.
you guys are doing.
I was planning to do this in the last part. Henry is asking in the chat whether we expect Chrome issues to be addressed once Chrome 15.9 is released. Anyone?
I do know that even 58 has part of the fixes, like the PLI stuff has landed on the 58 branch too, so probably a silent update will fix that. But there seem to be some more issues, like the stats related something that George pointed out, and I don't think there's a fix for that, because since last time I built it, there's 2 more commits, and one of them is unrelated, and the other one is the picture ID things. So there's still stuff hanging around there somehow. But hopefully, yeah.
Does that answer your question, Henry? All right. John is asking if there is some overview of the Jitsi modules and how they interact. I'm not aware of any such document, unfortunately, although it would be immensely useful. Anyone have any suggestions here?
In Jitsi documentation, there was contributed a small scheme of the components and the XMPP connection, stuff like that. So this can be of little use for the subject.
But isn't it the XMPP connection in the libgtc meet now? So maybe this is outdated.
This one is pretty new, but it's more of a network diagram, I would say, rather than modules. I mean,
Yeah.
what I understand from the question is more like an architecture internal kind of thing, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, and actually, I think since we are trying to reactify most of the stuff, maybe this is not the right moment to start doing that. Maybe in the following months, when we have reactivated most of the code, is going to be a better moment to do something about this.
I'm not sure whether the question is about the modules in the Jitsi Meet app or how Jitsi Meet, libjitsi Meet, gcofo, web server, the bridge, all of these interact. I think both would be useful to have.
Yeah. That last thing is what is in the docs that a contributor added, Dimension pointed out. The other is the one that's missing, the modules and stuff. But there is a basic
Someone paste the link
diagram. Let's see.
I'm pasting it.
Thanks.
It's a network description.
That's a start. Okay, any more questions? Going once, going twice. No more questions. Okay, moving on to Google Summer of Code.
And Boris died.
And I died. So, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Jitsi was accepted as an organization on itself this year for GSOC. Just last year, the accepted students were officially announced, and we're going to have 4 students working with us this summer. I think the projects are really cool, and I think we have great students based on the applications that we've seen. So we're very excited about this. I see at least 2 faces here on this call. I don't know if the other 2 are here or not. So we're gonna have, as I said, 4 students. We have Nick, who who did Summer of Code with us last year and worked on speech to text. He's going to continue on this project, and the aim is to have basically two things. One is a complete transcript of a conference in the form of a text file or something like this, and the other is real-time text, something similar to the chat or something like that. I don't know exactly how the UI is going to work, but something like that. We also have Julian, who is going to be working on send-side bandwidth estimations on the bridge. And this is quite exciting because Google implemented the new version of the congestion control algorithm in Chrome. And I think one of the advantages is that ramp up is faster, but we still haven't implemented this on the bridge. So we're excited to have this new feature. Han is going to be working on Electron stuff. Actually, so do you want to talk about the rest? Because I don't know much in that area.
Yeah, I can go ahead. So we got two projects that are related to Electron. One is about face recognition that Shun Shu Tang is going to be working on. I hope I didn't butcher his name if he's around. This is about detecting the user face and basically pointing out that you're out of the picture and things like that. And the second part of that project overlaps with Julian's work, so we are going to adjust in there. And the other student is Han, who will be working on a micro mode for Electron. That is, instead of minimizing the app, there would be like an always on top little chunk of a screen, always on top, as I said. So you can kind of multitask and still see a little bit of the conference in a corner. This is pretty much like what Skype does. And I saw Han around here beforehand. He has already actually sent a pull request the other day, which was fantastic. So really excited to be working on this project this year. And I think that's the 4 of the projects, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
So the timeline is on the next 3 weeks, I think. The students are just going to get acquainted with our community, and we're going to work on making a more detailed plan as to what they're going to do. And then coding is from the end of May until end of August. Let's see. I see Julian here. Julian, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Julian. I'm a graduate student at the University of Ottawa. I'm going to be rounding up my master's by the end of May. So I will have the summer for GSOC. Yeah. So I don't know if there's something else I'm like. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Welcome. Thank you for the introduction, and welcome to our community.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure. I think I saw Han around here. Han, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello. Yeah, hi guys. My name is Han. I'm an undergraduate student in National University of Singapore. And I'm currently having a summer break now. Then Google Summer Code is the only responsibility I have for now. So I probably can focus on my project solely, for next few months. And as Saul described just now, my project is quite straightforward. It's about making this micro mode for Electron project, because I thought there will be quite sort of like differentiating feature for Electron app from the original web-based app of the Jitsi Meet. And yeah, and my project is fairly like front end based, so it's more of a user experience side rather than back end stuff. So it will be a lot of like GUI creating and user interaction study and so on and so forth along that line. Yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. Well, thanks and welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
And I'm not sure if any of the fellow logisters might be Shu Tang, perhaps?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi. So could I
Hi.
introduce myself now?
Sure thing, go ahead. First, I'd like to know how you say your name.
Changzu Tan. You can just call me Changzu Tan.
Okay.
And I'm a second year
Now I know.
PhD at Syracuse University now. And my current research directions are pattern recognition and real-time collaboration. So actually, my directions are very related to Jitsi projects. So during this summer, I would like to work on add some face recognition mechanisms onto current JSON Meet so that this app could detect the positions of face. If currently the face is of a bad position, it will tell the user to move to the center. Yes, that's all. Nice to meet you all today. Yeah.
Excellent. Thanks a lot, man. So I think Nick is not here, right?
Nick is not
are
here.
you
He has classes
No.
right now.
Oh, I see.
That he might be able to come, but I guess not this time.
Well, it's all right. He also kind of knows because he was here before.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, guys. We are all very excited to work with you. We have good students and good projects, and it really looks like we're going to have fun this summer and do some productive work. So, yeah, welcome.
Yep. And I guess maybe we can open a quick Q&A in case something was missing from the last interactions. And otherwise, I guess we're good.
I have a very small question. I should be able to fix this myself, but I'm a crappy front-end developer. On the mailing list, I explained about a problem that I'm having with misaligned film strip icons. If someone could help me out there, because I really don't know where to start looking.
Yeah, I was asking Yana to take a look, and she made some suggestions, some debug prints that you've made, but other than that, we haven't looked at it. So, I'm also.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, I think I can have time this week or within the next couple of days to look.
Do you know the mail? I can send you details.
I'm on the mailing list, and I feel free to share around my contact details to anyone who's interested. Actually, I'll put them in the chat here.
All right, we'll keep in touch with you and with Lenny this week to try to figure it out.
Thank you, guys.
So I guess we can wrap this up.
Yeah. All right, then.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.